How y'all doing, guys? This is Charles with Everything Sweet. Now, last week we made brownie. We made a special brownie, Mississippi mud. We got a lot of response on it. And I told you then that we were going to make caramel cake, okay? And that's what we're finna do now. We're going to tackle caramel cake. Now, if you go on the internet, you're going to find 20, 30, 40, 50, even more different recipes to how to make caramel. And guess what? All of them right. Everybody do it different. Your grandmama do it different. Your mama might, tweak some stuff. She might do it a little different. But this is our version of caramel icing, okay? And this is what you're gonna need. We have 2 cups of brown sugar, 1 cup of white sugar. We have 1 can evaporated milk, which is 12 ounces. And then we have a stick and a half of butter, which I think would come to a cup and a half. Might not be, but y'all figure that out, okay? We already made our sheet. We're gonna do ours on a sheet cake here, which we already have made. And the recipe, is in the description on the channel. You go to coconut cake and you start watching the video, it'll show you how to make this cake. But any kind of yellow cake will work if you make it caramel cake, okay? All right, we're gonna get busy. We got our pot on the stove over there. We're gonna put our ingredients in and we're gonna start working this thing. All right, we'll be right back. We got a stick and a half butter. We're gonna go ahead and put that in. Now I saw some video where they cook the sugar first. They got heat on medium heat. I saw some videos where they cook the sugar first, add the butter and the milk, at another stage. We're gonna do just the opposite of that. We got medium heat in here. We're gonna melt this. I'll turn this down a wee bit. Get this butter melted. Then we'll add our sugar. Our milk and our flavor will be the last 2 things that we add into this. Then once you get this at the right consistency or the right color that you're looking for, then you cut this baby off. Now I'm using a whip. You can use a spoon or a whip. Now your main goal is to not to let this burn, okay? We're gonna add a cup of granulated sugar in now. Gonna mix that in. Whatever you do not let this burn. Because if you do, guess what? You got to start all over again. Okay? So all that sugar and butter, you got to throw out. And sugar and butter ain't the cheapest thing at the grocery store. Just still on medium heat. And my pot is hot, so I gotta get me a towel. Towel where I can hold that corner there. Now it look a mess, but that's what it's gonna look like. Because it look a mess, that don't mean you stop stirring. You gotta stay here with it. Baby start hollering, you tell somebody to bring the baby to you. If your husband needs you in the bedroom, you tell him to come to you. This is something you gotta stay with. Because I know that phone will ring. Your girlfriend will call, and you get in there on that phone and forget you got this going. You don't want to do that. So, stay here with it. Stir that thing every few minutes. Because you don't want it to burn. Now, it'll start crystallizing in just a few minutes. professional baker shop, when they make this, they use a carpet keel. And that's about a 5 or 6 gallon carpet keel. And because the carpet keel transfers heat evenly throughout the process. So you want a nice pan that's gonna transfer your heat. Now I'm gonna stay here and continue to stir this, okay? And you shouldn't have to watch this process. So when it starts crystallizing, then we'll come back, okay? Okay, we've been here about 8 minutes. As you can see, the sugar has melted. You see the butter floating around in there? That's what you're looking for there. Now we're gonna constantly stir it for another 5, 10 minutes. And then we'll add our milk to it. But what we want to do is make sure all the sugar has melted. We cranked it up a little bit. We got it on a notch before high. Then we turn it back down once it starts crystallizing. We got it back on medium heat right now. So we're gonna continue to stir here, and we'll be back when we get ready to add the milk, okay? Okay, we got it on medium heat. Look like all the crystals melt, and at this point, we're gonna add our milk. But this is what you want. You want to make sure you don't have any sugar crystals in there. Now I've been at this about 10 minutes now. And that's the downfall of making caramel. You can't leave. My brother-in-law and a couple friends, they out in the woods shooting their guns, and they called me, and I told them I couldn't come. How come I couldn't come? Because I'm making caramel. I can't leave it. I can't go out in the woods and shoot and come back in here, and then this stuff will be burning up. So that's the sacrifice you make when you're making caramel. You can't go then. You have to go later. And I'm going to go later when I get through with this. If they still be out there. We're going to continue to stir. A couple more minutes we're going to stir. Then we're going to add our milk. Okay? We'll be back. Okay, this is what you're looking for. The milk's still not in there. We can put that in now. We're going to take the spoon out. Now notice I started with a whip. And I got a spoon to get it out the corners. Now I'm going back with the whip. So I'm going to add the milk. Okay, so. I clean my spoon off, take it out, then I put my spoon back in. Okay, don't y'all do that. I'm going to add milk in 3 parts. First part going in now. See that sugar? You're going to have that. Don't worry about it. Just don't get burnt while you're doing it. We still on medium heat, people. Put that milk in there. Put another third in. Cut it down a little bit. Now we're gonna add our last milk in there. I'm gonna let this cook for another 5 minutes. Okay, you're going to continue to stir. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Okay, we getting at the finishing test now. We got our milk in, and we're waiting till it to just evaporate down some. And when it starts doing that, we'll cut our heat off. Then we wait till it get cool, and we'll start icing our cake. So we'll be right back. How y'all doing, guys? We're back with the finished product. We put our caramel in our mixing bowl, and we took the whip, mixed about 5 minutes. Give it a little body to it. Now we're gonna take these straws and punch holes in it. And that's just so caramel can bleed down in the cake. Okay. Crumbs there. We'll be fine. Take the spatula. Start adding that delicious caramel to that. Now remember, you can't use this icing until it's completely cool. Completely. So I'll be able to test that bowl and it feels cold instead of hot. Get my plastic scraper to get the rest out. See how that hugging to the bowl? That's what you want right there. See that hugging to the bowl? That's how you know it's ready. Alright, well, we got it now, we'll use it all, right? Put the rest of it on there. Can't do nothing but make it better. Now you can ice an 8-inch cake, 10-inch cake with this fashion. If you ice an 8-inch cake, you're probably gonna have a little left over. 10-inch cake, it should be just right. So we chose to put ours in a sheet pan. By the simple reason, we don't like what it looks like when you finish icing it on a 10-inch or 8-inch. The sides just look don't know what we're trying to say, but now in the baking industry, we basically make sure that when you bake something, it looks appetizing. Because most people shop with their eyes before they even taste it. So if it don't look good, then they probably not gonna order a piece. So some of the pictures that I saw, I just didn't like how they looked on the side. So we decided to make a sheet. Now you can make a side, but you need the icing with buttercream on the side. Then pour this on the cake. And that way you'll have smooth sides, smooth top. Now if you would like to, you could sprinkle pecans on this, roasted macadamia nuts, and make sure you get the salty kind, because that's what's going to set it off. You're going to have that sweet caramel. Then you're going to bite into that salty pecan or salty cashew. And man, you're going to have yourself a treat. Now we're going to let this set, and then we'll come back, cut it, and we'll have a taste test. See you there. Okay, we got our ices on. We shot it in the freezer about 10 minutes so that ice can stiffen up. And we're just going to do little small designs on top of it. See, you can't do that letting that icing stiffen up. Go straight down the center. And we're going to half in those. We got two pieces, we got a half. We got a piece there, and we're just half in those two pieces, okay? So we're coming down the center. 3 pieces on each side. 1, 2, 3. Here. And here. Same thing on this side. 3 pieces. Okay. Let's take the yardstick and the ruler out of the picture. I ain't got time for saying this 3 inches, that's 4 inches. No, we ain't gonna do that. Okay? When you're in a commercial kitchen, you ain't got time to put a ruler on it. Like, you need to get that thing accurate and get it done. Okay, we got 3 pieces on that plate, and we can continue to plate, and we'll be back when we finish plating, and we'll also do the taste test. Alright, doing the taste test. I already got started without y'all, but I'm going to get another bite, because I'm probably going to eat the whole thing. Caramel chocolate on top. That nice moist kick in there. Delicious. When you try these, you're going to be in for a treat. Old-fashioned caramel. Yellow cake. You're going to have yourself a ball. Now, y'all stay with us. We're going to be back next week. And I don't know what we're making, but we're going to make something. Somebody suggests jelly cake. We might just do that with coconut. Come on back. Get surprised. Just like I'm going to be. I'll see y'all then.